Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm back. Trying to see if anybody comes in. Anyway, for those of you who not on live stream, but you're catching the video, checking out this video. Welcome back to Hilton's Place. Well, I'll tell it to you straight. I tell it to your face, and I don't articulate. Um, I'm back, and I'm pretty happy and I'm sad at the same time. Like, I'm happy and then I'm kind of pissed off. I'm happy because Joe Biden is now our president of the United States, and he went in. I mean, first day, he just got sworn in, didn't take any time. He went in, he went to work, which I'm happy about. That's a happy thing. The thing that really pisses me off is about, you know, I already talked about this whole shit with the Capitol. So I've been paying attention to the news. I've been keeping up with it. Uh, I've been keeping up with the shit because basically, like, it's been bothering me a lot. So I've been keeping up with the news and stuff like that, after what happened to the Capitol. And I'm basically, I saw on the news where you got some of these people who are talking about, well, we need to move forward. And then you have some of the people who were involved in the fucking insurrection at the Capitol. Now they call it insurrection. I call that shit treason. Tell you the truth, I call it treason because basically you was trying to, overturn a valid election through violence and intimidation. 5 people got killed, and to me that was an attack against this country. you know, but yeah, led by Trump and his minions. But anyway, um, what even pissed me off more than that, they giving interviews to these people, and they giving interviews, and like this one lady, I think she was like, what's her name, Jenna Ryan. She was basically saying, yeah, we was listening to what the president said, and I think we deserve a pardon from President Trump. And I'm like, I'm looking at a pardon. Like, do you understand offense you broke the law? That they know the law. These will be the same people that tell you, well, I know the law, and what you doing are against the law. These Karens, like we call them. I call them punk motherfuckers, tell you the truth. Well, anyway, um, I'm sitting there and I'm upset because this just goes to something that I've been saying for a long time. Over the past 4 years, even beforehand, we had this crap going on. Even beforehand, we had this crap with these people who feel like they have the privilege to do what they want to people. And we've had that for a long time. It's been going on. It got worse over the past 4 years because, believe it or not, you got Trump and his supporters and stuff, and they were pretty much boosting these people and encouraging these people to do this. Now we already had some goddamn jack wagons out there doing that shit already. We had some stupid motherfuckers out there doing that already. But he just made it more, I don't know what's the word for it. He made them feel more privileged. You know what I'm saying? Made them feel more privileged with that shit. And I'm like, basically, why would you do some shit like that? You know, he just boosted up, which we can get into that, you know, but everybody already said that. At the same time, they knew they was breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? They knew they was breaking the law, but they did it anyway. Then they try to use the excuse. Well, I was invited by my president. I was told by my president. He told me to do this. He told me to do that. Now me, I'm prior service military. Like I said, I've said that before. I served my time in the Marines, and like if you committed an unlawful act, I don't care if you had somebody tell you to do it. Even if you don't even have to be in the military. It applies to being even in civilian life, man. You know, you go and you know something is wrong and you go do it. You know it's wrong and against the law. It doesn't matter if somebody told you to do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't it doesn't matter at all. You committed the act. So you're gonna pay for it. And then another thing that makes me mad is how you got some of these GOP senators. Yeah, we know we let him do all this stuff, but it's a time for healing. It's a time to move on. We just need to move forward. And me, I'm like, move forward, move forward. Okay, y'all let this guy run rampant for the past 4 years. He put us into a pandemic. Before that, he put people's lives at risk. Basically, giving free reign to conspiracy theorists. He put many people's lives at risk. And y'all let him do it. Y'all let him get away with it. Yeah, when time to impeach him, after all this stuff came up, after he inserted himself into an investigation to make sure our election system was not compromised. After, all these things y'all let happen. And you knew about the pandemic, and you knew how dangerous this could be. And you did nothing. You didn't rein him in. When it was time to impeach him, all you Republicans in Senate, y'all didn't do anything. Y'all refused to impeach him. We ended up into a pandemic right now. He did nothing but lie, to the point where one of our leading specialists, was put in danger. And then y'all got the nerve, after all that, after you let him pretty much put us in this, and Joe Biden and pretty much the Democrats majority in Congress and Senate now have to clean up the whole mess that y'all let him make. And it's bullshit. I mean, I tell you the truth. I look at this, and then you talk about let's move on. And then the Capitol. What happened at the Capitol? Some of y'all was even Boebert. Matter of fact, she's a congresswoman. I don't know. I guess she's out of Colorado. She was tweeting what was going on, where they was. I mean, where the Congress and the Senate and everybody was at the time. And then we see from the one who's pretty much organized the Stop the Steal rally. No, fuck that. I'm not calling it a rally. More like Stop the Steal riot, or the Stop the Steal treason tour. Sat up there and said that 3 lawmakers actually helped. And it's sad. It's sad. And then, the flip-flopping and everything now, it's crazy. But you want to move on. You don't get a pardon. You don't get In my eyes, you don't get a pardon. You don't get a pass. I mean, y'all are responsible for helping to put this country in the situation it's in. And as far as y'all who thought y'all was going to overrun the Capitol and, you know, oh yeah, you got caught by the police, well, you're going to get a pardon for doing that. No, you're not going to get a pardon. Trump is not going to pardon you. He has no power to do anything. He has no power left. As of January the 20th, 2021, Joseph R. Biden is president of the United States. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be pardoning any one of you after you just put the lives of people at risk. You just pretty much attacked our democratic system. You, 5 people are dead. I mean, and y'all went in with the intent to intimidate and possibly kill somebody, and you looking for a pardon. I'm like, are you fucking serious? No, it doesn't go that way. When you sit up there and you commit a crime, you gotta do it. It's just like what was that saying? If you can't do the crime, don't do the time. Y'all went out there with the intent of trying to intimidate people. You went up there with that shit. And to think that you deserve a pardon. That you deserve a pardon or a pass. And that just goes to show you how much these people, and I'm talking about these white supremacists, I'm talking about these racist people, these Trump supporters, think that they have privilege. They know they have privilege. That's how they feel. See, privileged people feel like they can do anything they want and there's no consequences. They feel like they have that right over everyone else. And that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem right there. They feel like they got the right over everybody else, but it ain't true. It's not true. You break the law, guess what? You got to pay just like everybody else. If I break the law, I got to pay just like everybody else. And it doesn't make you any more special. You think because you supported Trump, it makes you special. No, it doesn't. What it makes you is a racist and a bigot. You sit up there, you refuse to listen to the experts. You're giving our frontline workers a hard time. You don't want to wear a fucking mask. Just simple stuff that you're being asked to do. A little inconvenience just to help people. And I'm glad that social media, they taking these steps to try to limit that, because there was no problem on Inauguration Day, which I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad that there was no problems on Inauguration Day, and that these fools who go out there and cause problems wasn't able to organize to go out there and do that. I'm glad. I got myself, I got suspended from Facebook, and I got suspended from Twitter, and I did. And why? Well, I'll tell you why. Basically, I said, I basically defended myself against somebody else. When you tell me, and I say this, I'm not going to let somebody bully me. That's one thing about me. I'm not going to let somebody bully me. I'm going to tell it like it is. If you come towards me with something and you telling me you going to kick my ass, well, guess what? I'm going to tell you just like this. Name the time and the place. And make sure you bring some Budweiser, some Bacardi 151, and some Marlboro cigarettes. That's what I smoke. and Marlboro full flavor reds. Uh, while I could sit there and pat you up after I get done kicking your ass, I could have a drink. Me and you can have a drink. And, I guess that was too much for them. They thought I was basically, kind of being bullying or something like that. But no, I wasn't confronting them. I confront the people, you want to tell me that, well, I show me the proof. That's what I tell people. I said, you know what? If I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong at. Show me some real proof, not some bullshit that people come up with, these lies and stuff that can't, you don't have any proof of. It's just like I've had somebody basically inbox me on Facebook this whole bunch of conspiracy bullshit. And I'm like, no, that's not true. I know it's not true. It comes a time when you have to distinguish that shit. Anyway, I know people can talk about these people who, probably look at these people who raided the Capitol and they're getting locked up now. You probably have some kind of sympathy for them because, oh, well, they didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know what they was doing. They was just following Trump. They was doing this. Let me tell you something. That don't get them a pass and it don't get them a pardon. And if you think that, fuck you, okay? You don't get a pardon for that. You've had protesters who were peaceful and these guards was lined up in riot gear. Lined up in riot gear for peaceful protesters. Didn't have nothing. These people who ran the Capitol came up there with bats, pipes, guns, explosives. Oh, we don't need no people in riot gear. We don't need people in riot gear. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. And then look at how that. And I know people talking about, well, you beating a dead horse. No, that's not beating a dead horse. That's what happened. That was black or brown people sitting up there protesting. If they were protesting Black Lives Matter, it would have been a whole bunch of cops in riot gear. They would have pulled out. They would have pulled out their big ass water tank. They would have did all that shit. But all those people who went up there, they got the privilege of getting up there. And you even had some of the U.S. Capitol cops who just straight up let them in. Sat up there and took pictures with them and stuff like that. And these people came in and they damaged the Capitol building. And it's sad. It's sad that this inauguration of Joe Biden was one that was basically, it was, something like we never seen before, because basically they was worried about security a lot more than anything. They had to keep people back. They had to do a lot of stuff just to ensure that these fools who were planning on doing something stupid didn't do something stupid. I don't think I remember any time in history the National Guard having to be in the U.S. Capitol during inauguration. I don't think I ever heard that shit before. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I never heard of that shit, and I ain't never seen it through the times I've seen presidents get inaugurated. And I'm like, this is what happens when you put people in power who feel like they can do anything they want to, and you don't take them to task for it. I'm not surprised that Josh Hawley or Ted Cruz I'm not surprised at Boebert. I'm not surprised at none of the GOP, McConnell and Lindsey Graham. I'm not surprised at none of them because they basically sat there and no matter what this man did, they did not care. He did a lot of things to the American people. They didn't care. They turned, they turned their faces. They turned a blind eye. And, that's the sad thing. They turned the blind eye. They didn't care. They did not care. And now they want to talk about, well, we need to move forward. We need to move forward. Now, the only one, now we haven't heard from Cruz. We haven't heard from Holly. We probably heard a few things from GOP with bullshit. Boebert, she is pretty much like, she's QAnon and all this other shit, which is, I got to tell you, it already, how somebody could vote somebody in like that is beyond me. And it just goes to show you why we have to do a lot more to make sure that people know facts and not some bullshit that's being passed around. And it's about time, they knock down these things like this because it's putting it's putting a lot of us in danger. And it's time that we do take this seriously. We've been pretty much like, man, they fucking, just laughing. But you got to remember, these people actually believe this bullshit. And when they actually believe this bullshit, it makes it very dangerous. It makes it dangerous for all of us. So, you have to take that into consideration. Because this has been going on. It ain't just started with Trump. It's been going on for years. He's just been allowed to capitalize off of it, just the same as the rest of the GOP. That's why they were not crazy about reining Trump in. They weren't crazy about that. Then all of a sudden they back away when it then got to the point where now people are, they're losing their base. They're losing people. People don't want to be bothered with them anymore because they've shown that they don't care about America. They don't care about their constituents. They don't care. And, I'm glad that Georgia saw that and voted Loeffler and Purdue out. I feel that Warnock and Ossoff, I feel like they'll be a great additions to the Senate. And I wish them luck with that. And I'm looking forward for this country to get back on track. But like I said, man, to all of y'all who think that you're going to get away with it, you're going to break the law and get away with it, and Trump is going to pardon you, he's not going to pardon you. Trump pardoned who he wanted to pardon on his last day in office. He pardoned 100 people, and neither one of them were insurrectionists. Neither one. So just to let you know, it wasn't going to happen. And I feel sorry for you. If you thought that it was going to happen, well, actually, I don't feel sorry for you. Actually, I think you're a stupid motherfucker. Because anytime you think you're going to overrun the Capitol building and they're just going to let you in, they're just going to let you go in and strong arm members of Congress and Senate and the vice president, you don't deserve no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much common sense, and, basically saying that, oh, Trump did it and Trump told us to do it. Trump told us to do it. It's not going to get you off. It's not going to help you. It's not going to get you off. You're gonna sit up there and you going to fucking prison. A lot of you going to prison, and I mean, it's gonna be hard on you, and all because you sat up there and thought that Trump was gonna save your ass if you ran up there and you caused the problem. You thought Trump was gonna save you. He didn't save you. He's not gonna save you. Trump is worrying about his own ass. He's not gonna save you. He has no power to do anything. He's done. He's out of office. There's no plan. He doesn't have a plan. And it's time that it should be a wake up call for a lot of you. Should be a fucking wake up call, but some of y'all motherfuckers is, you may have common sense, but you refuse to use it, and now you're gonna have to pay the piper. And I mean, that's just it. And as far as the GOP, who's talking about, well, let's move forward. It's time to heal. It's time for us to come together. Fuck you. Okay? You let this motherfucker run around crazy for what? What? 4 years? Let him go around crazy. 5, if you count when y'all nominated him. And you did nothing. Did not a damn thing. You went along with him because he was filling y'all coffers. He was putting money in y'all pocket. So that's all that fucking mattered. So for you to expect us to have mercy, which I think is fucked up, I think is stupid. You sat up there and you basically demonized, not just you demonized the Democratic Party, you demonized black and brown people. You let him do it. So that's why I'm sitting up there. I'm mad again, because that's what you did. You went along with him. You refused to condemn him because y'all had the same feeling as he does. So, this whole let's move on, time for healing, let's come together, fuck you. You don't get to do that. Just because y'all decided at the last minute to condemn him, and you think everybody should sit up there and just say, yeah, finally they learned their lesson. No, you didn't learn your lesson. Let me tell you something. This is what you did. At the last minute, you saw it was coming. So now you don't want any repercussions for you being involved with that. You don't want no repercussions from that shit. Let's just be real here. You don't want no repercussions. That's why you going with this. Oh, we back off. We denounce him. What he's doing is not right. He shouldn't be doing this. You knew he was going to do this. That's the sad part. Y'all knew he was going to do this. He told you every bit of what he was going to do. Y'all refused to do anything. When it was time to impeach him, y'all didn't do it. You refused to do it. And now, we're kind of thinking about impeaching Mitch McConnell. Yeah, Mitch. Now, after you knew he was going to do this, he lied about coronavirus. He lied about so much. And now, this was the last straw. What? Because he overran the Capitol. And now y'all trying to save face. He overran the Capitol. He tried to sit up there and basically say the election was a fraud after he lost. Now No, doesn't work. Every one of y'all who sat up there and enabled him need to be held accountable. Every one of y'all who did this, because y'all caused that insurrection. Y'all just as guilty as Trump, and that's how I feel about you. Because y'all saw this. Y'all saw what he was doing. You refused to do anything or lift a hand to stop. And y'all think y'all got the privilege. That's what we talk about when we say privilege. To see privileged people, they'll do something wrong. They'll break a law. They'll do something. They'll probably kill somebody, take somebody's life or something like that. And then all of a sudden they want to sit there and go, hey, yeah, we did do that. We did kill somebody, but let's just move on. You can forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Let's just move on. Let's come together. Even though I sat up there and I did this to you, we need to come together. You ought to pardon me. No, you don't get no pardon. You don't get no pass. That's just as simple as that. Every one of y'all that raid the Capitol, I hope they catch you and prosecute you to the full extent of the law. Because y'all had no right to do what you did. And I don't give a fuck if anybody, you get upset and you hate what I say. Oh, fucking well. It's the truth. It's been going on for too long, and it's about time that, we start owning up to what we do. It's about time y'all start owning up to it. Like I said, if y'all here, like and subscribe. And like and subscribe. Look down in the description. If you want to drop me, you can either use my PayPal or my. Y'all doing better, and I can't wait things get back to where we can move around and we can progress again. Because we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of things to fix, and it's gonna take a lot of work, y'all. And me, I'm ready to go to board to do it. So until next time, y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop some comments and stuff. If you ever want to talk about stuff when I'm on live chat, whatever, I really appreciate it because I think we need to open up a dialogue. All right, people, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Good night.